Here's our 2018 Heartland North Trail. It is the 24 BHS. It measures about 27.5 feet. I think it weighs about 5,600, 5,700 pounds, somewhere in there. Can easily be pulled with a half-ton truck. We were pulling it at one point with a Chevy Tahoe, a Jeep Wagoneer, a Lincoln Navigator has pulled this, as well as my 3/4 ton truck. So really easy to pull. And while we're talking about pulling, you can see the axle has the wide track on it, which North Trail was putting on these. Just gives you a little bit more stable ride, was their claim. I can't argue with that. Actually, this thing pulls like a dream. We just put on brand new Goodyear Endurance tires. As you can see, the tread is absolutely excellent. These things, I think they have about 600 miles on them. We also have tire pressure monitor system that I'll include as well. Keeps a close eye on what the temperature of the tire is, as well as the PSI, just so you can keep an eye on that so you don't have any failures of the tire. And if you don't buy this one, make sure if you do buy one that you take off the China bombs that are on most of them, because they're extremely dangerous. You can read all kinds of reviews and things on YouTube, but always make sure you putting on a good name tire. So the awning here is in excellent shape, works perfect. We've always been very careful with putting it away dry so that there's no mildew on it or stains. You can see it almost runs the entire length. Also on the tires here, we do, I make sure that those bearings in there are lubed. It's really easy. The little cap just comes off and you can hook up a grease gun. So I always keep making sure I keep fresh grease in there, probably about 2 or 3 times a year as well. Storage here is really cool. They got the luggage latches on them, which are real nice and secure. Magnetic hold up top. You can see the storage in these are great. They've got lights on them. I actually moved the tire from the back, which would used to be mounted on the bumper, so that it's inside. It's a little bit, it's safer, I feel. It doesn't take up really much room at all, but I like to make sure that my tire is not dry rotted or something if you need it. So I always move them inside. Brand new battery I just put in, deep cycle, a couple days ago. 2 20-pound propane tanks are in there. Nice electric jack so that you're not having to hand crank it up. You can see the cap on this. You know, not all of them have this cap. I think it's really nice. It helps protect it from, you know, bugs, beetles, and rocks and things like that are flying off the road. Here's just the other side here for storage. You can see through it. Really nice storage on this. For this size camper, it's unbelievable. And this little wall here comes right out with screws, so you can access the hot water tank, which is right in here for winterizing and things like that. And here's the slide. It does have one slide on it. Never had any problems with this. Always make sure I also keep these seals right here, nice and lubed. Make them clean so that they hold a nice seal. So I have no problems there. But you can just see as I'm walking around, the laminate on this thing is in excellent shape. I mean, we keep it inside our barn at all times if this thing's not on the road. So it's in absolutely great shape. You can see here coming around the back. It is plumbed with the rear view camera that you can put in. You can buy those on Amazon for pretty cheap. We never did, but it's plumbed for it. So if you want to get one on there. Here's just some rear storage. The same luggage latches. Coming around here, you can see the outdoor kitchen. I've already raised this one since there's 2 latches. I've only got one free hand here. But you can see there's a fridge here. Some power outlets, and actually has a cable output if you wanted to put a little TV in here. Sink with a faucet, and then this little stove, it's a 2-burner stove, I believe, comes out. Yep, 2 burners. You can see there's some windshields here. So that's kind of a nice touch. But it's really nice to be able to put beverages in here, both for the kids and for adult beverages. We sometimes put a coffee pot out here or an ice maker, just something nice and convenient when you're out here with some chairs or having a coffee in the morning. Kind of a nice touch. But you can see here just some more on the outside. I can't tell you enough how good of shape this camper is in. Well, let's take a walk inside. You can see here on the door, plastic's in great shape on the door. Lots of times these are cracked or scratched. You can see here lots of room in here. You see the bathroom back in the corner, the sink here. this dinette does, this comes down and we'll make this into a bed by using the cushion. So you can get, 2 kids on there or 1 adult pretty comfortably. You can see with some storage here on the top, these that open up, the light. Coming around here, left the door open to the bathroom, so we'll go in there first. So you can see rather spacious for this size camper with your sink here. You can see controls for your tanks, your water heater, water pump, things like that are right here. Nice and easy to see. Good storage at the top for toiletries. And then down here, this actually used to be screwed in and actually put a little bit of Velcro in there so you can use all this space in here. Not sure why North Trail wouldn't have done that to begin with, but you can put toilet paper and your tabs and tabs for the sewer and things like that in here. So I thought that was kind of a cool little thing that we found. But here's the shower. You can see really good size. I mean, I'm 6 feet tall. Don't even come close to the top here, but you can put your shampoo in the corner. We actually upgraded this once we bought it to a high flow, so you get really good pressure out of this versus the ones that come with them. But it was really nice when our kids were younger to be able to kind of throw them in the bathtub after being at the campground all day. It was kind of nice to have that. And then here are the bunks. You see the 2 bunks with power, with a power right here for if they're doing any type of devices, or to be able to have a sound machine on, things like that. I actually did put some of these little eye holes, so if you've got a younger kid up here, you can actually put a little cargo net just in case somebody doesn't roll out on accident, so I put those in as well. Here's your air conditioner controls as well as your heat. And then here's the refrigerator. See a pretty good size. Actually nice and clean. I think that's really important when you're buying a used camper. And here's your freezer space. Again, real nice and clean. We've never had any trouble with those keeping food cold. It does a great job. Here's the stove. You can throw pizzas in there, cookies. We've done cinnamon rolls and things like that. And then on the top here, you have a 3-burner stove. And then this just kind of folds over so you can use it for storage space. We actually did the backsplash here. That didn't come from the factory like that, so we put that on. Vent hood, microwave. We got some really good storage up here where we usually keep plates and glasses and things like that. 2-sided sink with the pull-out wand. Got some more space under here. We'd usually put our garbage can and things like that. Oh, here's the little pantry. Lots of room to be able to put snacks and chips and especially things for the kids. Let me take you over by kind of what I guess we'd call the master. It's a queen size bed, and depending on how timing works out, our new camper, we would throw the brand new mattress into this as well, and we can just do a swap on them so you have a brand new mattress. But you can see really good storage next to the bed as well as above the bed. And actually you can see in there, that's all the original manuals that came with the camper. There's a manual for pretty much every single device that's in this. And then here's where your TV can go. And this actually, you just pull this little pin out and this swivels around so the TV can face the bed if you want to watch TV in the morning or watch a movie. And then it comes back and can lock this way. We do have the mount for the TV. Underneath is some storage. All 3 of these, of course, open, but different storage in here. DVD player. It's also Bluetooth and radio, and there are also speakers on the outside of the vehicle, of the camper, that you can turn on and off. While we're talking about the radio, I actually upgraded the kind of the cheap speakers that came with it. I actually have Rockford Fosgates in there, so it actually sounds really nice if you're trying to watch a movie or listen to some music in here. So upgraded all 4 speakers on the inside of the camper. Here's your air conditioning unit. And I actually just over the summer just upgraded that to a Max. It's a Max vent system. I forgot what the name brand is, that really helps push the air in here So of course I'll include that as well. Microwave on the top here. One other thing to point out, that these are unique where there are no floor vents anywhere inside the camper. Everything is, the heat comes out through wall vents. You can see one over here. There's some inside the master, and there's one in the bathroom as well. So there's no dirt. Kids can't drop anything down into the vents like you'd see in a home. And then all of the air conditioning comes out of the main unit, as well as the vents there's some in the bathroom. There's one back there. They're also in the bedroom up front. So everything comes from the ceiling for air on the inside here. So you can see this is in absolutely excellent shape. We got our storage on the top as well up here. And the bed actually swivels up as well, so you can actually get storage under this whole area here. We usually put like a vacuum. We'll usually bring a heater with us so that we're not using our propane heat like in the fall or the early spring months. You can see some storage back here. You got power outlets on each side of the bed. And then over here, before I walk out, actually when we bought this, the controls to put the awning and the slide were right here. But having little kids, we didn't think that was a good idea. So I actually moved them inside of this door right here where they're safe and they're out of the way, just in case somebody actually accidentally pushed them or a little kid was maybe playing with them. So they're behind this door here. Usually we'd put shoes and things like that in there, but it's very easily reached from the outside of the camper as well when you want to see the awning coming out and things like that. It's just a little bit easier than being all the way inside of the camper. So that is our camper. Here's the speakers on the outside. It's kind of sometimes nice when you're just out here and maybe in the afternoon or something, or in the morning, just listening to some music, Bluetooth. You can through the radio in there, so it's kind of a nice touch. So that is our North Trail 24 BHS. It is in absolutely excellent shape. Please let us know if you have any questions.